Right before things finally work out, people quit, not because they are weak, not because they are lazy, but because the mind does something dangerous when success gets close. And most people never realize it until it is too late. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to fall apart right when life is about to change for them? They lose focus, they make reckless decisions, they sabotage relationships, they give up on routines that were working. This is not bad luck, this is human psychology. Today on the Behavior Code, we are breaking down why people destroy their lives right before success, what is actually happening inside the brain, and how to recognize this pattern before it costs you everything. This video might feel uncomfortable because chances are you have done this before without knowing it. Psychologists call this the proximity effect. When you are far from success, your brain is calm. You dream, you plan, you stay patient. But when success gets close, something changes. Suddenly, the stakes feel real. Failure now feels embarrassing, not hypothetical. And the brain switches from hope mode into threat mode. Your nervous system does not care about success. It cares about safety. And success is unfamiliar territory. So instead of moving forward, the brain looks for ways to escape the pressure. That escape often looks like self-sabotage. Here is a truth most people never hear. Success is not scary because of responsibility. It is scary because it forces identity change. If you succeed, you cannot be the same person anymore. You cannot complain the same way. You cannot blame others the same way. You cannot hide behind potential anymore. Your excuses expire. So, the mind asks a dangerous question. Who will I be if this actually works? For some people, staying stuck feels safer than becoming someone new. So, right before success, they unconsciously destroy the opportunity to protect the old identity. When pressure builds, the brain looks for relief, and relief is often found in short-term pleasure or chaos. That is why people binge-pick fights, spend money they should not, start unhealthy habits, ghost important opportunities. It feels like losing control, but psychologically, it is the brain regaining control through distraction. Pain. You choose feels better than pressure you cannot predict. So, people destroy progress not because they hate success, but because they cannot emotionally regulate the moment before it arrives. You see this in real life all the time. The student who stops studying right before final exams. The entrepreneur who gets distracted when the business starts growing. The person who finds love and suddenly becomes emotionally unavailable. The employee who is about to be promoted and starts arriving late. From the outside, it looks irrational. From the inside, it feels like relief. The brain would rather return to familiar struggle than step into unfamiliar stability. Discipline does not usually fail at the beginning. It fails near the finish line, because discipline requires emotional tolerance. When results are far away, emotions are manageable. When results are close, emotions spike. Excitement mixes with fear. Hope mixes with self-doubt. And without emotional awareness, people confuse these feelings for a sign that something is wrong. So they stop, not because they should, but because they misinterpret emotional intensity as danger. The solution is not motivation. It is awareness. When things start falling apart, ask yourself this: is my life actually getting worse, or is my brain reacting to change? Slow down decisions when pressure increases. Do not make life-altering choices at emotional peaks. Maintain routines especially when you feel like abandoning them. Success does not require dramatic action. It requires emotional steadiness. The people who make it are not braver. They are calmer. If this video made you uncomfortable, that is a good sign. It means you are close to something that matters. Do not destroy your life for temporary relief. Do not abandon progress because the pressure feels unfamiliar. Growth feels like chaos before it feels like freedom. This is the Behavior Code. Understand the pattern, and do not let your own mind become the reason you never arrive.